Hey, thank you again, man, for
Welcome.
meeting up with me. Like we were talking earlier, we've known each other for a little bit, off and on.
Two or 3 years now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For the time that we've been here, I think the first time I met you was when we were working at what is it called again? The
Gradske
event.
ulične igre.
That
Yeah.
Može. That was fun, man.
Yeah.
You were a part of it.
Yeah, I was part of the organization team.
And the games, you were doing
The games as well.
Yeah, you were involved. You were playing
Yeah,
the games
yeah,
and
I was
everything.
playing.
These games were amazing. I got to interview.
Dasha, probably.
Yeah, I got to interview her because it was so much fun. The involvement that we were in these games, and pretty much what they do is they bring old school games that you used to play when you were a child here in Dubrovnik, and kind of just replay them to remind yourself or remind the people
Exactly.
we're still young in heart.
Games.
Which game were you the best at?
Alka.
Alka.
Yeah. When you are like using the stick to aim.
Did you win?
I win this year and also the previous year. Before
Wow.
it. So I'm defending the title over there.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. And obviously for me, the best that I was at was basketball. But I didn't win.
Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't win. I didn't win. You know what it was? I try not to play too aggressive. I was just like, I was not in a winning type of mindset. I was just like, you know what? Let me make friends before I make enemies.
Yeah,
That was
last
my
time
mindset.
I played basketball was probably 15 years before that tournament, so
Wow.
we sucked.
Yeah. I got you, bro. You were probably there the whole time, and I didn't even notice until at the end when we started to pick up garbage
Yeah.
in the area in
Ploče,
Ploče,
Gate Ploče, and
in
it's
Old Town,
in the old town.
here in Dubrovnik.
It was exactly like beach under Ploče, basically where most people maintain their boats and stuff.
Yeah, and we passed there all the time. We looked down. We didn't realize how dirty it was.
A lot of trash comes from the sea,
Yeah.
especially from Albania, because you can see on the packages that it's mostly from Albania.
It's coming from the south.
Yeah, and they don't have like really good waste management policy and system. We are the first stop in the Adriatic Sea where all the trash comes.
It just shows up on the shore, and you're like, man, what do we do with this?
Yeah, you should check, like you should Google trash in Dubrovnik, then you'll see like what it looks during winter time. The whole harbor is literally covered with bottles and all kinds of stuff, and a lot of divers and city company that takes care of it. They take like a week to clean it. And it's a big problem here.
Man, that's. I mean, that really sucks because I mean, it's putting in a lot of man hours and time and effort and money. I'm sure finances to cleaning up something that.
Exactly, and not only the old city. Most of the islands look quite clean when you're on the boat,
Right.
but once you jump
Get closer.
on the rocks, you'll find it everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's one of the problems that we are fighting for here as the NGO. Our main idea is basically to somehow provide much bigger boat, specialized boat for these sea cleanup actions. I'm using my boats at the moment.
So you, I mean, you have a boat for your own private business, fishing business.
I am into fishing, so I run a small fishing charter here, taking tourists for fishing trips and stuff. But we use these boats all the time for sea cleanup actions.
Wow. So you use your own personal boat to go out.
Yeah.
Do you ever take volunteers? Do you ever take people out there?
Each time, plenty of volunteers come with us. Yeah, and the only problem is the finances.
Yeah.
Boat maintenance, gas prices and stuff. It's quite expensive to organize a sea cleanup
Wow.
action, and
Well, hopefully through this right now we can get more sponsors.
yeah, let's hope so.
So if you're interested in sponsoring to get this cleanup going on and consistently,
Yeah.
reach out.
What's funny for me is that we profit from the sea a lot, and we don't have systematically cleaning of the islands, the beaches and stuff. It's
Wow.
mostly the people do it.
Yeah.
And that's the main reason that we are fighting to get specialized boat to do these things.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, we all live from the tourism and from our sea, which
Yeah.
we say it's clean, but it's not
It's not
as clean.
entirely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
not as much as you would like
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, man, and I see what you guys are doing, and it's so amazing. It's inspiring. So when during these games we gathered bottles and bottle caps for the purpose of reusing this for what?
Yeah, so we made medals for the winners from the trash that we collected on the beach.
First, second, third place medals.
Exactly. We made about 50 of those, I believe. Can't remember the exact number, but basically all the players from the games were collecting trash, and then later on we went to the workshop and they did the medals by themselves. So
Wow, yeah.
that's the whole idea. When people see the whole process, it's much easier for them to understand the value of trash, basically. You know?
Right, of course. And I think you guys did such a great job organizing that. And I know a lot of people don't get too excited about picking up trash, but a good amount of people were out there. We had about like 40 people.
It was plenty
was a
of
pretty-
people.
yeah.
One of the biggest cleanups that we did.
That's awesome.
Usually we take about 10 to 20 people maximum because it can only fit on the boat, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems dirty and boring, but once people go with us, they
It gets fun.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fun,
yeah.
and they get the chance to meet with each other,
Yeah.
and it always end up with some party or drink or you know.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Connections.
definitely,
Yeah. For us, it inspired us so much, and I wanted my children to, because my wife didn't go, my kids didn't go, but I went. It inspired me so much that I went back to my side of town in Jupa,
yeah, I
and
remember.
I organized a cleanup
Yeah.
there in Kupari.
Yeah.
And we picked up a lot of trash, man.
It's
Lots
so
of-
easy and it's a really good feeling.
It is. It really is, man. Because I wanted to show my kids, I wanted to teach my kids that the place they live, they have a responsibility to clean up, to make it clean and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
And that's basically how the whole idea started. So during cleanup actions, I had a 3D printer. I actually graduated computer engineering, so I was a lot around design, 3D printing and stuff. So
That's right. We grabbed all the trash and then we gave it to you. And what did you do with
yeah,
it?
so that's how it all started. In 2015, I believe, I was like trying to find out how can I turn that trash into something useful. At first I thought it will be just, you know, me making filament and then 3D printing whatever I want, but it was not so easy as it seemed.
Yeah.
And then I discovered that there are some machines called shredder, injector, extruder. Basically,
So
I
you did all this
discovered-
research on your own.
I discovered a movement called precious plastic, which started in Netherlands. Then I started like building these machines by myself, and I wasn't experienced in mechanics or you know any of these devices, and
Right.
it was a mess. You know, I tried for like 10, 20 times. Each time machine would break, and I had to start from the beginning.
Wow. See, I got to go to your location with everything's already set up, and I'm thinking, oh, this must have been an easy process for you.
It wasn't.
It was not.
It wasn't, and it took me 3 years to make the first machine, which is basically a simple shredder. You put the bottle caps and it turns them into small flakes. Still, you can't do nothing with it, but I was like amazed. I have a resource now.
Like,
you
I'm
know.
doing it. Yes, yeah.
Later, I started discovering these injectors and extruders. Basically, all of them work in the same way. You have to heat the plastic on a certain temperature. Once it's melted, you need mold, and you basically inject the warm plastic inside the mold and get the product.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
It seems simple, but it's not, you know.
And then you took all this and you made a business with it.
It's not a business. It's
Okay.
the NGO, non-government organization, non-profit, basically.
Not-for-profit organization.
Non-profit. It was the idea to make a business out of it, but naturally, it sounds like non-profit, you know,
Yeah.
because you want to gather much more people who will spare their time to help you, and it's not fair if I gain money out of it, you know.
Right, right.
And it's definitely something that I would like to, even after me, that other people continue doing, you know. So
Right. And so you're teaching children to do this as well.
definitely, yeah. We work with a lot of schools. Kids collect bottle caps
That's
in
amazing,
the
bro.
schools.
Yeah.
They bring it to us, and we do workshops. And it's amazing how quick they realize that they can make a toy or something out
They
of.
can make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they come back home and they tell them their parents, we have to collect the caps, the bottle caps, and then parents call me, why did you do this
Why
to my
did you-
child? We already are separating
Yeah.
3 bags.
Now
Now,
you
we
gotta-
have fourth. You know.
And how do you feel about these new caps that are coming out?
Weird.
Right?
Weird.
It's like it's an extra step to like
Yeah,
break it off.
Not only that they are like difficult to use, but I don't think they are good for the nature. Because before you had the bottle cap and the bottle, and you would put them together because you don't want to have two things in your hand. You
Right.
would always stick it back to the bottle.
Gotcha.
And then the result would be the bottle would be floating on the sea and it will end up on the beach. Now most of the people don't close it back because it's
Because
hard.
it's already attached.
Then you have even the bottle
It's gonna sink.
and the cap on the down on the ocean, which is not a good idea
That's a
in
good
terms
point.
of ecology. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And also, it's even more difficult to recycle now because when you cut the pieces, you're left with the part of the bottle cap on the bottle.
The
which
little
is-
thin
yeah,
piece of yeah.
So I'm not sure. Was it a good idea? Probably not.
You get what they were trying to do, but it's not. Yeah. It's not working.
It's not working. I believe it's not working.
Yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time with me to share what you're doing. Now, if you want to say a few words, how can we get how can we get to support what you're doing?
So buy our products.
Buy your products. All
That's
right.
the
So I'm going to
easiest.
put a link. I'm going to put your logo. I'm going to put everything on here. Yes.
So we are trying to make these products as quality as possible.
Right.
And fair on the price. Also, all of our products come with a lifetime warranty. If you break your sunglasses, for example, we can shred them and make you the new ones for free.
Did you hear that? All right. So he takes stuff from the sea, stuff that's polluting the sea. He melts them, makes sunglasses. You can buy the sunglasses. And when you buy the sunglasses, guys, you get a lifetime guarantee. So if they break, you let him know, or let him know, and then he sends you a new pair.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Also, what is cool, the lenses are quite good. They are polarized.
And these are it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, what's funny that we discovered later, they are also floating on the sea, similar to bottle caps.
Wow.
Because they're made.
So
out
they
of the
don't
bottle
sink.
caps. They don't sink.
So if you're swimming,
Yeah.
you lose your sunglasses.
They'll be somewhere.
They'll be floating.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. What more could you want? So definitely, guys, support my friend Marian. He has an amazing organization. He has an amazing purpose here in Dubrovnik, and we just want it to grow, and we want to support him. So check out his link, check out his website, and definitely buy some products from him.
Thanks.
Cool.